Hey guys, it's Justin from Simplified Investing. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. This is our weekly watch list video. I know a few stocks we are watching. Enjoy. Alright, so getting things started, the first thing I'm going to be doing is breaking down QQQ. And let's start from the weekly chart. Actually, a very, very strong weekly pattern and structure here. And let me break it down. So, essentially from this rally that we got, let's just say at the end of October of last year, what happens? Look at these pullbacks getting bought up. So, pullback bought here, pullback bought here. And we get a 2-week pullback here, and this candle is super weak, right? We have this top wick, we close at or near its low. But this past week's candle is very telling of who is in control of the market right now, and that's the bulls. Why? This bar couldn't even crack below this bar's low. If this was truly weak, this should have sold off and tested down near this pivot around that 420.50 area. Instead, what did we do? We put in a bullish bar here, breaking and closing over this high. In my opinion, from a weekly structure, it looks like we head higher here this week. The other scenario could be a small inside bar move on this coming week, but I would not expect it to just crack and sell off and make a bearish engulfing off of this. Now, if that's what we do get, then I will trade it accordingly, but this is a very strong pattern here. We failed to break down here, and then boom, we get this stuff higher in this hold-on strength. So mainly going to be eyeing longs primarily over this 447 area, targeting 450 as a psych region overhead, which would basically be this retest in this daily higher low for that structure to continue. So we put in a higher low here on 319, nice follow through, a gap up. You can expect some profit taking over prior all-time highs. Now going to be targeting those on any move over 447. One downside scenario is if we crack below 443.84, eyeing trend structure to short this into 438.45, but main theory and thesis will be to the long side this week again, primarily over 447. As for a main long watch, really one that I like is Meta. So we get this prime 1, 2, 3 or this flag pattern, you get this push up, indecision bar, a pullback, which was a bearish engulfing of nice breakdown bar here that immediately reverses and gets stuffed higher. What I'm watching on this one, longs over 510.85, targeting this 521 and then this 523.30 or 57 area from these highs here. So what this is it's going to be a potential higher low, a retest of this structure here, and then that continuation move higher. I want to take this higher low with potential strength all the way up into 521, and then above that into these 523.57 highs. NVDA, very, very nice move, a nice retest as well, but mainly what I like on this one is the weekly chart. So you can see similar structure to where we get these bottoming wicks, this bottoming hammer, and then I think we do test up into 972.31 as long as we trade back over 945. So that's my main watch is through 945, targeting that 972.31 area. Very strong bullish structure. Couldn't even crack below this inside bar's low and then moving to the upside here. So watching this one, continuing upside, target 972.31. TTD, a really interesting structure. So what happens is we get this descending wedge or descending triangle, nice break on earnings, a few inside bars here, and then a failed breakdown trapping many shorts. This bar right here likely trapped in a lot of shorts, right? It's a failed breakdown. We get this tight wedge, boom, slam lower, and then what happens? Boom. Bulls come back in. So eyeing this long over 85.90, target into 87.55, 90.43, and a macro target at this pivot on the weekly chart at 93.96. Now when we go in here, it's a nice inside bar, nice pullback bar, still maintaining this structure. Eyeing mainly this long, again, as mentioned, 85.90, macro target, this 94 pivot, which is where we spiked and rejected off of earnings before this sell-off, and then that reversal that we are in currently right now to the upside. Amazon, another one that has nice structure, hitting all-time highs, as is QQQ, as expected. I like this structure where this pullback's getting bought. We failed to break down off of last week's or 2 weeks ago bar. We are in this uptrend here. I do think we have room up into this 187.90 pivot here this week on any strength over this 180.14 area. Eyeing this long, targeting 181.42, and then we'll use intraday levels, psych regions like 182.50, 183, 184, so on and so forth, all the way up into that weekly pivot right around that 187.90 region overhead. And last one, eyeing short here, potentially short. There's really two theses behind this Tesla formation. Is we break 166.65, eyeing short, target into 160, or we fail to push lower and we get back above 179.89, so 180, targeting then a move into 185 and then 187. So really two setups here on this one, waiting for this one to play out off of this potential bear flag inside bar. Needs more confirmation, sub 166.65 to short, and back above 180 to take this long to the upside. That being said, that wraps up our watch list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any questions or comments down below on what you guys are watching this week, and I hope you all have a great week. Thank you.